Alright, YouTube. Go to January 2018 update. Happy New Year's to everyone. Shoot, let's dig in and talk about the tank. What's happening and what I kind of want in the future. We're going to start on this side. I had an outbreak of aptasia a while back. Y'all remember the foul fish? Well, it got rid of the aptasia, so all that rock that had aptasia I was pulling out to try to, curb the aptasia from spreading. I soaked it all in just fresh water, and now, I'm trying to use it again. As you can see my horrible putty job, I added that to this side. And while we're on this side, let's talk about other things. My hydrophora is starting to, I want to say, die. I direct fed it some mysis shrimp, and where I fed it, like the next day or two, it had like this cobweb like deal going on with it. So when I removed that, it was like pulling off the flesh. So I hit it with some peroxide in those spots where I saw this cobweb stuff. And while it still was pulling off the flesh, it seems to quit spreading somewhat and slowed down. So maybe it'll survive, but if it doesn't survive, I will use that rock that's left up there from the gonopore, and I will put this branching green star polyp on it. So hopefully that'll be like it is in my mind, branching and swaying in the current. Oh yeah, the twin spot goby is out. Y'all remember last video I told y'all I got one, so it got to be what, at least two months old. But yeah, he's doing fine. Got sand everywhere and piled up and all of that stuff. Little guy, but he's surviving. Yeah. And I kind of want to put a plate coral over here in this open spot right here, which would be pretty cool, I think. Everything over here on this little island is alright, Finally get my pallies to open right. I changed my light schedule to where it ramps up, down, and back up like I saw on the American Reef channel. That shit is working pretty good for these pallies because they really started to take off. So, yeah. Anemones are anemones, They kind of reached their peak and now they're slowly dying or something. They're just not like they used to be. A lot smaller and shit now. I was thinking about putting an elegance coral or a gonopora or something right here. Torch coral, a big torch coral, to take up this empty spot. And I want gorgonians again to come back behind this mountain. Like in my old video, if you look, you'll see I had a bunch of gorgonians back there. And a lot of them died when I put them in the tank. They just lost their flesh. I fragged one and put it right here, and it's been doing fine ever since. No polyp extension really, but still has its flesh, so it's surviving. Yeah, and as far as fish go, I love my orangeback grass, basilics. I love my fish selection with this tank. It turned out just like I wanted it to. Then I was thinking I kind of want something else. And of course, dwarf angels pop in your mind when you have a tank, 48 by 24 inches footprint. But I like my corals, and I don't want to risk that. And the one I want would be hard to keep, like a multi-barred or at least a venustus. So I mean, I might try those, but I highly doubt it. And I really wanted a Starkey damsel. And when I started wanting one, they had one on Live Aquaria. I threw it in the cart with a blue flasher wrasse and some red sponge. Went to check out, and the Starkey was gone. So that killed that dream. But I still want a Starkey and maybe actually some circus clown gobies. I'd add another wrasse, but I'm not sure because he's pretty rough on new wrasses. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. In the future, hopefully you'll see a Starkey damsel and some circus clown gobies. I wouldn't mind a striped cleanfish. I had a friend who had one. She wouldn't let me get it though, but it was a pretty cool fish. Wasn't the most bright or colorful, but it was a cool little ass fish, man, and I wouldn't mind getting one of those. But we'll see what the future holds. If I do add fish, it'll be probably 2 to 3, and then I'll be done for real. Because to me, a 48-inch tank from left to right is big. But shit, these fish I think be really wanting to swim, Really wanting to swim, so. If I had like a bunch of antheas, that shit would be cool because they don't really go anywhere. But you know what I mean. So, all right, YouTube, that's that January update for you. Any comments or actually shit, any fish suggestions, let me know. And if anybody knows if Duncan corals can fight each other, let me know. I got 2 separate heads at 2 separate times from a fish store. But this one up front just don't, I don't know, man. It just don't want to open. So I don't know if the one behind it is stinging it or what. But if you got any experience with corals of the same species fighting each other, let me know, man. Tell me something. All right, YouTube. Peace.